electrical.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
The kicker from Iowa, I don't know. What's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Help me!
No, you need to give the name for your boy.
I don't know.
Tory Taylor.
Tory Taylor.
Yeah, and you didn't say that.
That's what I meant.
It's how you said.
But I said Iowa.
But you didn't get the guy's name.
But what does
We're
that
asking
mean?
for the name.
I gave the team and the player.
You did not give the player. You gave the team and the position.
This is a cheat.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Early break.
And then a week after retirement, he was flipping burgers in a what would you call that truck? A
Food truck?
food truck.
What kind of truck would that be with food in it?
Words are hard.
What is that? There's a truck. They show up. They show up at noon, and then they drive in, and it's a food. Oh, I can't put it together. I can't get this food truck.
Food truck.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about trading up. Not what you're thinking. You could never trade her in, but you can trade up her stone if you like. Signify the growth of your love, the challenges you have overcome, or any part of your love journey by trading up her diamond. Whether it's been 5 years, 25 years, or 50, say it with a bling. Big love, big bling. We got you. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Power outages can impact traffic lights. If you come across a non-functioning traffic light, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Learn more safety tips at les.com/safety.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
This is Bree Fansteel, local race car driver. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, maybe I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I am a huge guy.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Thursday. This is Happy Hour. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Standard, Enrico with you. What's up, Rico?
Healer.
How's the day?
Fantastic so far.
Anything?
We're a couple more sleeps until Husker football.
That's right. Anything exciting happening on a Thursday?
On a Thursday? No.
Just
Nothing too crazy.
couple week 0 games.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just some bison buffaloes going at
That's
it.
right. Yeah,
Bison and buffaloes.
Full transparency. Right before we got on the air, I was looking up how much a cow is.
Nick wants to buy a cow.
I'm thinking about buying a cow.
Everybody,
half of a cow.
text line, talk him out of it. Talk him out of it because he's convinced he's going to buy a cow. Tell the people what you told me.
From a registered cattle breeder, it looks like.
Is it actually registered?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
They have a website and everything.
That makes you registered.
It's pretty reasonable. In terms of how much the breakdown: 50% ground beef, 30% roast, 20% steaks, as well as your portion of bones and organ meats. Well, I don't really need that.
Delicious,
but I'm just saying. I think it'd be somewhat of a decent investment.
Do you really think so?
Potentially. I mean, I should ask some people that I actually know that has cattle and see what's the thought.
Should we call my father-in-law right now? He's very busy, but we can still call him.
See, how about this?
He'd be very upset.
Eric says, I got a guy.
You got a guy?
Eric help. How about 5871 on the text line says it's worth it.
It's worth it just to buy a cow.
Half of a cow.
Nick is
Don't
going
go
to
overboard. We don't need to buy a full one. Just buy half of it. See, WIB. We get a half of a cow every year. It saves a lot of money. I'm in the money saving business.
Are you going to buy? Okay, so here's the question. Okay, here's the question that we have not yet answered, or you have not yet. Whatever. Are you buying the entire half of a cow, or are you buying all of the cut up pieces of half of a cow? Because at first you were talking about buying a cow.
I don't want to take care of the cow.
But that's what you were talking about at first.
Yeah, but I understand now. I don't think I want to buy a cow.
Okay,
well, I don't want to pay for this. Like I don't know. I have a buddy that was out in Wyoming. No, maybe not. I think it was Wyoming, and he was out of high school raising cattle and doing it for this purpose. And he asked me when I was like a senior in high school. He's like, Nick, you want to buy half a cow? And I was like, I don't have the money. I don't have the money. I don't have the freezer space. I don't have a family to feed.
Yeah.
I am the family being fed, but anyway.
See,
I don't have the space.
Okay. Well,
I can't believe the reaction on this.
Well, now that you say half a cow, like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Do it. But when at
Rico,
first,
should we buy a cow together?
No, because I can get half a cow from my father-in-law.
No. Well, is your father-in-law selling a cow?
I don't think so. We can ask. Do you want some?
I think.
Do you want some cow?
Yippee-ki-yay says, have you calculated the PPV yet? I have not, but according to what people are saying,
don't worry, it's worth it.
Somebody asked 0571 goes, can you go the fourth of a cow route?
You could.
Okay. These are important.
Do you want a fourth of a cow or a half of a cow?
Big Bird says the meat tastes so much better.
It does. It tastes so much better when you can kind of feel like you've looked that cow in the eye at one point.
Todd, Husker Biker says, dude, buy it. Tastes better and overall cheaper than the store. We get half of a beef, half of beef every year. Husker Biker. You are buying. Okay, sorry, 5878. Thank you. You are buying a steer. Cows are female breeding stock. I apologize.
My bad.
That's my bad. I think it's Russ. I apologize, Russ. I would be buying a half of a steer.
Hey, Rachel's texting me because she's listening in.
Thank you, Rachel.
Shout out to my wife. She
Shout out
says,
to Rachel.
We bought a third of a cow. We did.
Oh, a third.
And we still have some in our freezer. She said next time he butchers, we'll let you know.
Can I just buy two? How about we find a third person, Austin potentially?
Yeah,
and we can have a ticket cow.
Just buy a
ticket steer.
Just buy a whole. I'm gonna keep saying cow. I don't care. Buy a whole cow, all of that, and then we'll just split it between the three of us.
Somebody says need to get a half a pig as well.
Rachel said if you're able to buy it, 100% you should.
Okay,
this is coming from a farmer's daughter.
Yeah, it is.
Farmer/rancher.
Okay, maybe we're onto something here.
Need to get a half a pig as well. Oh,
I don't do a whole lot of stuff with pigs.
I love pork chops. Big fan.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys are ridiculous. Thank you.
How about this? How about the reaction?
Who would have thought?
City Worker says 1,000% worth it. Farm raised beef quality is much better than what you get in a store. 1628 says my wife and kids get a fourth of beef every year. A half would be a lot for a guy.
Says you've never seen Nick.
Thank you. We should thank you.
It's a lot of muscle on you. That's what you gotta.
I need protein.
Yeah,
I need protein
because you're lifting.
I am lifting.
Big dog.
Big cow.
Steer.
Big steer. Henry says ask AG if he wants the other half. Maybe we should.
Oh.
Okay.
AG's down in Texas. He doesn't. He could get his own.
Yeah, that's true. Riley W says just say beef, city boys. Half a beef.
City boys.
So it's half a beef.
Half a beef.
We need to bring Austin in on this.
He's not listening.
I saw him. There he is. Hey Austin. Hey, come here. Come here for a moment. We're gonna bring in Austin.
Come here, guy.
See, like C. Munden says, go to farmersmeat.com.
That's not it.
That is not.
That's
number
not
one accurate. Number two, I don't want to go online. It's some sketch about going online to buy a.
I don't believe you.
David from Renew, my good friend, says, I'm always in. Okay, David, maybe we need to talk about this. Austin, have you ever considered buying beef, like an actual,
like buy a cow?
Buy a cow.
Steer.
Steer. It's a steer. Sorry, we got corrected.
As in to raise, or as in like from a butcher?
From a butcher.
So I have never considered it myself, but my parents do consistently.
Really?
That's how they get their meat. Yes. I believe the butcher is somewhere, I want to say Elmwood. I think they get usually like half a cow and a pig from the butcher.
So here's my thought, because we're getting a lot of this was
really
off the rails.
Yeah, this
by,
was
by
not
the way,
how we were
here
gonna start
at
this.
1:30, we are going to be joined by the voice of UTEP football.
Should we ask him?
I hope he's not listening and going, I wonder what type of radio show I'm joining.
Should we ask him? First question: have you ever bought a full cow? Not like to eat. I'll ask him. You don't have to. You can keep it serious.
I don't know. Okay.
So I've never done it myself. It seems kind of out of the realm of possibility for now. We also don't have a deep freeze.
Oh, that's a big part of it.
Which is a part of it. But I think moving forward, if we have more than just the one kid and they're growing and we need more protein, I feel like just
are you guys gonna have more than one kid
from a butcher? That's the plan. God willing.
Kids
I feel like buying from a butcher is just going to be more economical.
I would think so too.
We have a decently big freeze. You can keep some of it there.
Oh, good to know.
I'll give you.
Except you're trying to move away, so I don't know if I want to do that. Because then you just end up with our beef.
I understand, but it's fine. You'll be fine. I'll give you a house. I'll give you one of our house keys. You can just go in our garage.
We're getting a lot of.
We don't have a code.
We're getting a lot of reaction on the text line, sending us their butchers.
Yeah. Why is City Worker calling me a dummy? I wasn't the one that said it. We got yelled at for
Austin, it. Here is what I'm thinking, Austin.
What are you thinking, Nick?
So Rico buys the third.
Okay.
Rico already buy.
Yeah,
Smart.
From my father-in-law.
Yeah,
makes sense.
My in-laws.
Yep, I like that.
So here's what I think we should do. I think we should have a ticket cow where we figure out percentages, splits, right? Because like I'm gonna need less than you would need.
Sure.
I'm gonna like Jake would probably need more than both of us potentially, or the same amount as you. I don't know. Jake eats a lot.
He does.
Jake eats a lot. I don't know how that man's skinny.
For a skinny guy, he eats like a fat guy.
Yeah, I'm not
What
surprised.
What if there's a butcher that has a couple cows and that's trade?
There we go. Now we're talking.
You know?
So because here's the thing. I mean, I don't have a deep freeze, but I feel like this is an investment.
Doable.
I feel like this is an investment.
Let's double it up. Let's find a place that sells deep freezes.
And they get part of the cow.
They get part of the cow. Yeah, they get part of.
Let's steer it in that direction.
They get part of the beef.
I don't know.
Trade.
All I'm saying, I want to do this.
Okay.
Because
Make
I
it
was
happen.
unable to when I was approached as a senior in high school.
My in-laws are in town this weekend because it's KJ's 3rd birthday tomorrow.
Okay.
Happy 3rd birthday tomorrow, KJ.
How?
So that's exactly. I have no idea.
KJ's old, man.
Yeah, I know. Ellie's in kindergarten.
Ellie's
It's weird.
old. Ellie's old.
It's weird. My kids are old. But they'll
Means
be in
the parents
town.
are older.
We have you're right. His birthday party is on Saturday, so they'll be in town. So I'll talk to them. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, I would be honest. Like, you know, I don't probably need a whole third if that feeds all of Rico's family. Because I mean, here I am. But like, I could probably use like a sixth. Like, give me a couple steaks. I mean, a decent amount of steaks, please.
A good amount of ground beef. That's versatile.
Yeah,
that's very versatile. Get your tubes of ground beef. Get your steaks. Different kinds of steaks.
Those tubes of ground beef just taste so much better than the ones from the store. Just different. They look different and they taste better.
You also want some. I don't remember the exact cut, but you want some like tougher stuff for like breading for like chicken fried steak.
Okay.
Tenderize it, bread it for chicken fried steak. You're not wasting the good stuff on that.
Yeah.
Get a couple of
absolutely not.
those.
Yeah, we wanted to bring you in because I think it would be pretty fun to just do a ticket cow.
Yes.
A ticket steer.
I'm in.
And I mean, economically, it would be.
I'll go
up
wildly beneficial.
I'll go up north. I'll take a picture of it. I'll send it to you guys. But
I don't want to see it.
Does this one look good?
I don't want to see
No,
it.
it tastes better when you look it in the eyes.
I don't want to see it.
No,
I don't
you
want
to
to be in charge of like feeding it.
No,
I
I
don't
want
want
you
to.
to know.
I mean, where are we going to do it? I don't know. I don't know where we're.
We
gonna
don't
do
do
it.
We can switch out there and do it on camera.
No, stop it. You guys
It'd
are
be
terrible.
like Minecraft.
You're the one that said you have to look at it.
Yeah, you got to look it in the eyes, and then you send it to a butcher, and then
you
they
say thank you.
Then they
Thank
take
you for
care
your
of all the
service.
business, and then they send you all the stuff. Why am I a psychopath, Eric?
I don't know. I actually do have the page pulled up of like chest freezers, excuse me, like deep freezers. Not as bad as I thought they were.
Okay, so funny, they're called deep freezers, right? Or chest freezers?
Yes.
My parents in their garage just had to get a new one. Their old one crapped out. When I think of a deep freeze, I think of, hey, it's deep, right?
Yeah.
It has depth to it.
Yes.
It sat on the ground. You open it up on top. Well, my parents' new deep freeze is vertical, not horizontal.
Oh.
That really threw me the first
Yeah,
time. So
you
I
know
think
what?
of deep
'Cause-
freeze, I'm like, I have to go down. I have to go deep.
okay,
yeah,
Get
I
it.
think-
So that's
not
ours.
like a vertical one.
Yeah, I think my parents growing up, and they don't have it anymore. They had a long
Chest.
horizontal chest thing
not a dresser.
that was just like you open that baby up and
It's a treasure chest
and like
of
well,
meats.
treasure chest of meats, but then also it like the Arctic tundra just hits you.
Yes.
We just had 2 people say go with the upright freeze. We have an upright one. It's just
Really?
we don't call it it's just a freezer in our garage.
And like, I get that it's real. I get that it freezes stuff, but just having grown up with this, horizontal chest
That's the
for the
future.
first 18 years
That's
of
the
my
world we
life,
live in.
seeing them move from that to a vertical one, that was a paradigm shifter.
I'm just saying, when you're a small child and you go to the deep freeze and you have to like lean over the edge to reach
It's
the
tough.
bottom,
It's not easy.
builds memories, and also you're cold and you're like, what if I fall in here? And it
We also
closes?
call putting that a child in a crib.
I would also
Yes.
throw in maybe, hey, Austin, listen, this is going to go against what Rico and obviously Rachel's listening to. We could start a little bidding war.
What are you talking about?
AD, his in-laws also do this.
Don't do this.
No,
Where can we get the best price?
Let's get one of each, and we'll judge.
You know,
Don't tell us which
you
is
know-
which.
You know what? You're not going to get the best price, but you're going to get better quality.
Oh, what are you saying about
Up at
I've
Shop
met
Farms.
AD's in-laws.
Up at Shop Farms. Tell you what,
I've met AD's in-laws.
I haven't.
That man gave me a blue moon. I appreciate him for the rest
Wow.
of his life.
You've met my in-laws.
The little things.
I have.
See?
Jeez, I've just met everybody's in-laws. Anyway, 402, as you guys know, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Hammond text line are open for you guys. Austin, while you're here, we are going to do weekend picks tomorrow. I was perusing just on the couple of the lines for the rest of for this weekend. And did you guys know Ohio State is favored by 50?
Who are they playing again?
Akron, yeah.
They're favored by 50.
Okay, that's
And you know darn well that is about to be on our weekend picks tomorrow.
that's just rude.
about to be favored by.
Wow.
They're favored by 50.
I'm not taking that one. I'm just gonna let you know.
That's bulletin board materials. What that is.
I mean, honestly, you could just.
What if there's lightning
50's
in the
a
area?
lot.
50 is a lot of points. Will
Like that-
Howard is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by weapons.
But let's say Jeremiah Smith, Travion Henderson, and Quinshon Judkins all have 2 touchdowns. That should only get you to 42.
Yeah.
Defense won't allow a touchdown. Defensive score, special team score,
So only gets you to 49.
field goals.
Do you guys know?
It's
At
tough.
least 2
It's
of them?
tough. It's tough. Like Ohio State is the program that would do it.
If they get the thing is,
I
if
don't
they
know.
get
What do
up
you
by
think on that
40,
one?
if they get up by 42, they're taking their foot off the gas.
What does
And
SP
that's
Plus
but
say?
that's when the field goals come into play. But how many field goals are you really going to get by the time you're up 42? How much are you actually attempting to drive down the field?
So weather, it'll be 80 degrees at kickoff with a 30% chance of rain.
Woo.
What about
I
like
don't
Buggy.
know, guys.
Akron doesn't like playing their first game.
I don't know what to. Okay, here's a couple bold predictions. Will Howard will throw for 300 or more yards and run for 50 plus.
Talk me into it.
Travion Henderson runs for over 102 scores.
I think I just predicted that
Is
myself.
Travion the starter?
The
Yes.
Ohio State football team will hold the Zips scoreless.
I believe that one. Whatever they win by, they're
Shutting out
not.
teams is hard.
They're not going to allow
It
a
is.
touchdown.
It is.
But Akron
It'll
can't,
be a-
Akron can't accidentally get the field goal range on a busted coverage against. Okay, so while we're on
Unless
this,
it's
since we're on this topic, when's the last time Nebraska shut out an opponent?
I don't know, but I've tried to search the Akron starting
Oakley?
quarterback.
Okay.
Was it Louisiana Lafayette?
It was not. That was the same season, but there was a more recent
La
game.
Tech?
No,
Okay.
Arizona in the bowl game.
That is right. in the
They
Holiday Bowl.
blanked Lafayette on,
Yeah.
I believe, the 300th sellout, like 55-0.
Okay.
And then 33-0 over Arizona. Nebraska's back, and we're here to stay. That's the last
Oh,
shutout.
yeah.
It's the last
That's right.
shutout.
That's right. So fun fact, I've searched Akron starting quarterback and I've like put the word order different every single time.
Is it not popping up?
And I've gotten 3 different answers.
Love it. Love it. Big
They're
fan of
playing the
this.
game correctly. They're playing the game
I
right.
think it looks like Ben Finley is the starting quarterback. He transferred from NC State, California. He went from NC State to Cal, and now from Cal to Akron.
Do we have last year's stats from these young men?
Well, now that I know who it is.
Okay, while you're finding that, a man named Ashley chimes in and says Ohio State is favored by 48.5. The over-under is 58. The math on that is 53-5.
A couple. Okay. Here's Ben Finley's stats from
Akron gets a safety and a field goal.
Here's Ben Finley's stats. 6'3" junior from Phoenix. Let's see. Last year,
everybody's from Arizona.
He was 54 for 94 through the air for 572 yards, 3 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions.
Wait, 54 of 94 for how many yards?
572.
That's like 10 yards of completion.
10 yards of completion. That's
Good
a
math.
first down every time he throws it.
There you have it. 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
I'd take that.
He's their starting quarterback for the Akron Zips. Had a 50.2 QBR. But anyway,
Wouldn't take that.
All right. Taj Bolick is their backup quarterback that we'll probably see. A junior from East Orange, New Jersey. He last year had 32 of 66 through the air for 271 yards and 3 touchdowns with 3 interceptions. Not great.
No.
I want to say Akron versus Ohio State history because I want to see some of these
Not
scores.
healthy.
I hope Akron
Not
is,
good.
I hope Akron's winning the
Pretty
matchup.
bad.
So Ohio State is 4-0 against Akron. Not surprising.
Oh, only 4 times.
Their first match came in 0-1. Ohio State won 28-14.
Oh,
Coming off the national championship year.
that is right. Saturday, September 8th of 2007, they played Akron and won 20-2.
The 5 is real. It can happen.
September 3rd,
Or would that
20.
be a two-point conversion pick 6?
Either way.
It could be. Yeah. 2011, Ohio State won 42-0.
Not as fun.
Shutout.
And then in 2021, Ohio State won 59-7, which is 52.
52.
Hello.
You're talking me into it. You're talking me into it.
I think Ohio State covers.
I shouldn't.
I think they cover.
They're not going to do it. Ryan Days.
We'll see what happens. We'll wait to make our official picks till tomorrow.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the cow, the steer,
and
the deep freezers. There you have it.
Ryan Day
can we have the cow make picks like the dogs for the NCAA tournament? Have our cow make weekend picks?
I would love to.
Who's keeping the cow?
Again, one of each.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go. When we come back, we are going to step aside. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for humoring
and
us.
sticking around through that nonsense.
Apparently, talking about cow/steer/beef/deep freezes is
despite entering week 1 of football is motivational for people to text in on the text line.
People going.
Let's step aside. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Jon Teicher, who is the voice of UTEP Minor football. He is entering his 44th season of broadcasting UTEP football and men's basketball on the radio. He's called over 500 UTEP football and over 1,300 minor men's basketball games. We're going to talk to Jon when we come back to learn more about the UTEP Miners ahead of Saturday's game coming up next on the Happy Hour.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild will be open this Labor Day, serving up our award-winning barbecue. Stop by and pick up some of our slow smoked ribs or a family pack that comes loaded with your choice of meat, sides, buns, and sauce. Take a break from the hot grill and let Hog Wild do the cooking. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
In today's digital landscape, the security of your business is non-negotiable. That's why you need better cybersecurity solutions. At Hamilton, we make it our business to protect your network, data, and digital assets with the latest in cybersecurity technology. Our dedicated team of experts has the technology in place to protect what matters most to you and your business. Stay ahead of cyber threats with better cybersecurity protection. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies this morning. Then showers and storms likely this afternoon. We'll see a high around 94. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely, below around 64. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing cloud cover throughout the day. An afternoon high around 83. I'm meteorologist Kyle Gutner for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G356093 must trade.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
I believe you people.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? Huh?
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico with you. As always, 402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line are both open for you guys the entire show today. You can always reach out to us individually on the Twitter sphere at Nick_Sainert or at Radio Rico AC. It's time we do kind of pivot and talk Nebraska football in this segment as the Huskers get ready for the UTEP Miners, and nobody better to talk to than the voice of UTEP football. Jon Teicher joins us on the Allo VIP line. The VIP line brought to you by Allo Fiber, where they understand the importance of exceptional service with a local heart. Jon, I appreciate you taking the time to have this conversation. I mean, how overall ready are you to start? What is this, season 44 for you?
Yeah, Nick, Rico, good to be with you guys. I still enjoy it every bit as much as I did when I started down this road in 1981. I guess that's the the key for me. If I didn't enjoy it, I'd step away and find something else to do. But still get excited every year when the calendar turns to August and we get ready to start another season. And here we are.
Now, John, is this your first time coming to Lincoln?
Yeah, we have never had the pleasure. I've had an opportunity to work at some of the great, the great shrines of college football, but Memorial Stadium's not one of them. And obviously we schedule these things well in advance. So this one's been on my radar for several years out. Excited about opening this season in Lincoln against the Huskers, and very much looking forward to Saturday's game.
Now, okay, John, let's talk a little UTEP football here. You guys enter into year one of Scotty Walden. I guess overall, how much excitement or anxiousness, I don't know if that's necessarily the right word, is there just to get this thing going under the new head coach?
Well, I think there's more so than we've seen in a long, long time. Scotty is 34 years old. He brings an energy and a passion that this program, I think, is needed for quite some time. And I think he's energized this entire community. And this program has not had a great deal of success for quite some time. And I think everyone's anxious to see what Scotty Walden's Miners are capable of.
Now, I guess with that piece, you mentioned the energy that he brings. How important in this changing landscape of college football specifically is it for a place like UTEP, a program like the Miners, to have a guy that has this infectious energy about him and this youthful exuberance, I suppose, at the helm?
I think you said it. I think you said it properly. At a place like UTEP, for instance, Scotty probably would not have been the right hire for Nebraska football. Matt Rhules was, but I don't think that Matt Rhules would have been the right hire for UTEP this time around. I think that UTEP needed a young, aggressive, energetic guy who's on his way to bigger and better places. And I think Scotty's going to be successful. I have been so impressed with the way he operates, the way he does things, and the way he approaches his student athletes. He's going to win here at UTEP. But he was absolutely the right hire at the right time for this program.
I guess on top of that then, and I understand this might be a premature question just because the game era hasn't even started for Scotty Walden, and Nebraska certainly hasn't been a powerhouse by any means this last decade plus or so. But when you are a program like UTEP and somebody like yourself that's been surrounded by it for so long, what are expectations like? Like, what are those conversations for you guys as you enter year one of a head coach? But then you also just said it yourself, he's on to bigger and better things. This might not be a thing that lasts for 10 years, right? So what are like the expectations, or do you guys just kind of enjoy the moment while you have it?
Well, I think that, but I think what people want to see is just a more competitive program, particularly in our own realm. And it'll be interesting to see what they're able to do at Memorial Stadium against the Huskers on Saturday. But I think just the ability to compete more favorably in Conference USA. UTEP has not had much success. In fact, entering its 20th year in Conference USA has not come close really to a league championship. I think just being more competitive and having the ability maybe to compete for a conference championship is the expectation here. So I think that's what Scotty's looking at as he takes control of this program.
We're speaking with the voice of UTEP football, UTEP Miners. They play at Nebraska this Saturday, 2:30 p.m. Central Time kickoff on Fox. Jon Teicher joins us, the voice of UTEP. Let's talk about the personnel, some of the team members now. The quarterback specifically, as of earlier this week when I was able to catch Scotty Walden's press conference, hadn't decided on the quarterback, mentioned that he was leaning one way over maybe the other. What can you tell us about the two quarterbacks? What's the differences between those two guys? And ultimately, who do you think is going to get the bulk of the snaps on Saturday?
Well, at least publicly, guys, not much has changed. And I gave Scotty the opportunity on his radio program last night to declare who would take the first snaps Saturday at Nebraska, but at least publicly he has not made up his mind. I've watched a lot of practice. They have pretty much split the reps 50-50 first and second team with Cade McConnell, who's a returning starter from a year ago, and Skylar Locklear, who came with Walden and his staff from Austin P, where he was the backup last year, but is in his third year in that particular offensive system. I think we're going to see both in the game on Saturday, but I couldn't tell you any more now than I could when this thing started in the spring, who's going to be the first one to take snaps when the UTEP offense hits the field for the first time on Saturday.
There's a lot being made, at least here in Lincoln, about the pace and space offense that Coach Walden could bring to UTEP and what we might see on Saturday. Nebraska's defense, I mean, I don't need to tell you, had a pretty good showing last year, and I think there's some high expectations, at least here in Lincoln, for Nebraska's defense, returning 7 guys on defense that started last year. I would ask you this, though. What makes that pace and space offense that we'll probably see so frustrating at times for defenses to cover that, frankly, I mean, there's an avenue here where UTEP could be competitive if Nebraska can't tackle well or whatever it may be on the perimeter? What makes that pace and space offense so tough to defend at times?
Well, again, I think you said it. It's the pace, it's the tempo. And if you don't play that way yourself, I think particularly as you get into the season and have only a couple of days really of full work to get ready for your opponent, it can be a very difficult thing to approximate in practice. I don't think it's going to bother the Huskers because obviously this is the season's first game, and obviously they've had any number of practices and an ample amount of time to prepare and approximate this sort of thing. But I think as you get into the season, and particularly into conference play, and you're competing against an opponent that doesn't play that way themselves, I think just trying to emulate the pace and the tempo that UTEP's going to play at is a very difficult thing to do in just a couple of full days of work.
Who are some of the names offensively outside of the quarterbacks that Husker fans need to know about that could cause some fits? I'm going to ask you about the defense in a second, but specifically on the offense, what are some names that Husker fans should kind of take note of that they could hear their name pretty often on Saturday?
Well, Walden brought quite a few established playmakers with him from the FCS level where they were at Austin P a year ago. Javon Jackson rushed for nearly 1,400 yards for Austin P a year ago. Cam Thomas caught 50 balls in 2 years at Austin P. He returned 2 punts and a kickoff for touchdowns, all of which were more than 80 yards in length. He's a playmaker. Trey Goodman averaged nearly over 21 yards a catch last year. Jaden Smith, the transfer from Eastern Kentucky, also at the FBS level, had 73 catches there a year ago, had nearly 2,000 yards in his career at Eastern Kentucky. So these guys can all make plays. And although they're not the biggest guys you'll see, one thing that they have that I think will translate well from the FCS to the FBS level is they can all run. Scotty Walden talked about recruiting and attracting speed to UTEP in his recruiting efforts. And these guys can all run. And I think that's going to make them all threats all year long, certainly starting Saturday. We'll see what they're able to accomplish in Lincoln against the Huskers.
We're talking to Jon Teicher, the play-by-play broadcaster for UTEP Miner football, entering his 44th season as the voice of the Miners. Now, John, let's switch over to the defense. A lot's being made, at least here in Lincoln, about Maurice Westmoreland. And Matt Rhules earlier this week called him an NFL caliber guy. There's a lot of praise going Westmoreland's way. Outside of him, though, who are some playmakers on defense?
Well, they've got some veterans up front who have got quite a bit of game experience. Katie Johnson, Sione Tongahua, and Devin Gorey, who start up front along with Mo Westmoreland, all have prior experience. Johnson and Tongahua here at UTEP. Devin Gorey was an all-Missouri Valley Conference player last year at Missouri State. They've got kind of a rebuilt linebacking core. Trey Dunson coming up from the FCS level, but Jalen Rayham has played previously at both UAB and at Middle Tennessee. In the secondary, I think there are a couple of kids to look out for, again, who accomplished quite a bit at the FCS level at Austin Peay and are now taking their turn here at UTEP in Corey Chapman and Xavier Smith, who began his collegiate career at Colorado. So that tells you a little bit there. So they've got some playmakers on that side of the football. We'll see how they fare against Dylan Raiola and the Husker offense on Saturday.
What is being said of Nebraska down there? Because obviously, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, Nebraska not necessarily a powerhouse in the last couple of years, still trying to get back to a bowl game here in year 2 under Matt Rhule, but they are ushering in what was a 5-star quarterback and according to some sites, the number 1 high school quarterback in the country. What is the viewpoint of Nebraska in UTEP and in that camp?
Well, great respect for the Huskers, who were top 20 in most major defensive categories nationally a year ago and returned quite a bit of that group. An offensive line that's one of the most experienced in all of college football. The 2 transfer receivers, Nair and Banks, who have joined the program and obviously give the Huskers a little more ability in that passing game. And of course, Raiola's skills as well. And just the realization that Matt Rhule, who has done some terrific things at both Temple and at Baylor, past his first year with those programs, is poised to do the same for Nebraska. So I think just the respect for all of that is certainly how UTEP regards this Nebraska program as they get set to take the field on Saturday.
Jon Teicher, voice of UTEP football and men's basketball, joining us here on the Allo VIP line. All right, Jon, a couple more before we let you go and go about your day. What are the keys, I guess, from a UTEP perspective on Saturday? I think from Nebraska, Matt Rhule spoke today and mentioned, just the fundamental piece of it, want to take care of the football, those types of things, and execute. From a UTEP standpoint, where, you know what, if you look on paper and understandably so in these earlier season games, maybe UTEP not expected to compete or be favored to win. So from your guys' viewpoint, what is that expectation? Like, what are the keys for you guys that would constitute a successful trip to Lincoln outside of obviously winning?
Well, I obviously competing favorably. What does that look like? I think the Miners have to get off to a good start. I think that's imperative. You certainly don't want to get hit in the mouth and fall behind early against the Huskers. I think the turnover part of things is big. Obviously, you don't want to be the one turning the football over and hope to take it away from the Huskers. And obviously that would give UTEP a chance. But I think just competing, I think Scotty Walden said it very, very well at his media conference on Monday. He says, we in our program do not compete, do not prepare to lose. We don't prepare to lose in our program. So I think the expectation here is the Miners are going to go to Lincoln as a large underdog, and that they're going to compete against a program that probably has better resources and at most positions probably has better athletes. So I think that's the expectation that UTEP is going to take the field with on Saturday.
Yes, Jon, when you guys get to Lincoln, you'll be the first opponent that Nebraska plays after their opening of a new an indoor weight room, a facility, training table. There's a new addition that you guys will be able to see, and you guys are the first opponent that Nebraska will play since that thing opened here just a few months ago. So Jon Teicher, voice of UTEP Miner football. Jon, appreciate the time. When do you guys get into town? Like, what's the schedule for you guys these next couple of days before kickoff?
I think we've got a 4:30 walkthrough at Memorial Stadium tomorrow. Supposed to be at the hotel at 5:30, and then it's hunker down for kickoff at 2:30 in Lincoln on Saturday.
Well, Jon, we appreciate the time. Hopefully you have a great trip to Lincoln. It's supposed to be good weather. I mean, it's 96 degrees here today. I think it's 89 at kickoff. So probably similar weather to El Paso.
Yeah, maybe a little more humid up there in Lincoln, but Yeah, it's been a pretty toasty summer here, so certainly working in the heat will be nothing different for UTEP for sure.
Well, John, we appreciate the time as always, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll run into you up there in the press box on Saturday.
I look forward to it, guys. Look forward to Saturday's game. Thanks for having me.
There he is, Jon Teicher, the voice of UTEP Minor Football, joining us there on the Allo VIP line. The VIP line brought to you by Allo Fiber, where they understand the importance of exceptional service with a local heart. All right, once again, Jon Teicher, the man, if you look him up online, of many titles, assistant athletic director for UTEP. He is the director of broadcasting at UTEP. He's been the voice of minor football and basketball for over 43 years.
Just ridiculous.
A man of many titles.
He's out here. He's
Jon
putting
Teicher.
putting in all that work.
Going to be making his first trip to Lincoln, UTEP's first trip to Lincoln, here on Saturday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Appreciate John. If you missed any of that conversation, you can always check it out on the podcast page, wherever you get your podcasts, or on theticketfm.com. We'll step aside, usher in the fellas from On the Block, Strick and Austin, coming up next on 93.7 The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Husker Nation, your women's basketball team is gearing up for another incredible season, and you can be right in the heart of the action. Get your season tickets today and guarantee your spot for another year of Husker dominance. Witness every key basket, every clutch steal, and celebrate every victory with the most dedicated fans in the nation. Don't wait. Head over to Huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for this unforgettable season. Go Big Red. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies this morning. Then showers and storms are likely this afternoon. We'll see a high around 94. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms are likely, below around 64. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing cloud cover throughout the day, with an afternoon high around 83. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clark for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4,000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Hey, Hey guys, Nick Sainert. High school football is back, so join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night from Pius X High School as we bring you the battle for the Spirit Sword between Lincoln Christian and Lincoln Lutheran. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. We'll have a pregame show coming your way at 6:45 p.m. this Friday in the battle for the Spirit Sword between the Crusaders and the Warriors right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Veterans, do you know what local, state, and federal benefits and services you're eligible to receive? Do you want help navigating the application or appeals process? Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. You've served our country, now let us serve you. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
September 17th, 1994 was the first what? Let me think for a second.
Game against UCLA, number 13 UCLA in town. College game day was here, but that's not what he's talking about.
I played in that game. I had a couple carries in that game. You give it to you? Please give it to me. September 17th, 1994 was the first year of the tunnel walk, and it has been going on for 3 decades later. I was there, but you don't. It was a blur. It was all a dream.
Old school with DP and J.
And, this part of camp it happens in high school camp, when they have a certain amount of time before their game, before school starts and all that. And then it happens in college and it happens in the pros. I had more fights with some of my good friends, the guys that I'm considered lifelong friends at this point in camp than with some, over-energized rookie trying to make a name for himself. Seriously.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
This is a house of learned doctors.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
As soon as your eyes shut, I'm going to punch you square in the face.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, welcome back into the Happy Hour 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. A couple good texts on the text line. Thanks to Patrick. Says, excellent interview. Good questions. Thanks, Patrick. 2655 says, quote, probably better resources. It might be the only probably better thing that Nebraska's had over incoming teams in recent memory. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. How about that? How about that? Eric and a couple other people said, where is the beef question?
He didn't seem like a beef question guy.
Yeah. I don't know how John would have taken the beef question.
Yeah, I don't think that was a beef question guy.
Maybe at the end of the interview. I think we kind of.
If you see him at the stadium on Saturday, ask him in person since you have already developed the relationship.
Yeah, that'll be the good I feel like icebreaker for me and John. Hey, John, listen, you were on the show on Thursday. Have you ever considered buying a cow?
I feel like younger guests are more apt for questions like that.
And John's not old. I mean, the guy is sharp as a tack. Look, I mean, he was awesome.
Not old, but he's been at the job for 44 years.
You told me that he'd been at the job for 44 years, and I'm like, okay, he's probably old and crusty. But John was awesome.
Hopefully, John's not listening.
No, I said he's not. John's great.
He's not. He was
awesome.
I
enjoyed listening.
I swear, John has like telekinetic powers or something because he was answering your questions.
He was quick
immediately. Like as soon as the last word left your mouth, he was like, "Well."
I see. So I haven't been on a lot of other programs. I don't know if I've told you guys this story.
Oh, I know already.
What?
Already, you've been on a program.
What program?
Haven't you been called by like it was some place?
I got someplace in Knoxville.
Yeah,
I was in Knoxville. So both of them, or all of them, happened. Not all of them. Most of them happened. I don't know if Austin knows these stories. When Scott Frost got fired, that was the big one.
People were like, Nick knows.
Well, I think it was
knows.
because of my DMs were open and people didn't have to worry about it.
So were mine. I didn't get DM'd.
I'm sorry, Rico.
Must be nice to be somebody. I wouldn't know.
That's not what I'm getting at here.
Well, that's what it comes across as. But
that's not what I'm getting at here.
Still got more followers than you.
So you do. You also follow about 1,700 more than I do.
No, I don't. I cut back.
So you're like Raph.
I'm only at 1945.
Is Raph a follow for follow guy?
Yes.
Why does that not surprise me? Why does that not surprise me?
Raph hops on the air and says, "If you follow me, I'll follow you."
See, I've had my Twitter for
I know better than that now.
I've had my Twitter for like double-digit years, and early in the Twitter sphere, it was a lot of follow for follow. So I've gone through my follower list and unfollowed a lot of people.
People might get mad. Like I like timelines clean.
Is yours the For You timeline or the following timeline?
For following. I know never open that For You timeline in front of other people.
I don't know what the hold on.
Even
the innocent have nothing to fear, Nick.
No, I don't. I don't have anything.
I got
to fear.
a lot of barbecue stuff popping up on my For You.
I have a lot of mowing stuff.
Oh, also pressure washing. I don't know why. It's
anyway
soothing.
Anyway, back to the stories. So as we're talking about Jon, so I was on a station in Knoxville, and then there was that same day I went on a station in Norman, Oklahoma.
Oh,
it was in Norman, and we still like the people in Norman.
We do. We're friends with the people in Norman.
I'm friends with the people in Norman. One of them is a Sirius XM host. His name's Chris Plank. Great dude. Awesome guy. I'm not sure if he ever isn't doing radio, because I was listening to he has a daily show down there for like 4 hours or whatever. He's the voice of Sooners softball, but then he's also the sideline guy for Sooners football.
Woo.
Dude's everywhere.
The dude's everywhere. Hosts the Bob Stoop show and things like that. Really nice guy.
Hosted the Lincoln, or no, he didn't host the Lincoln Riley show, but he was.
Yeah, he was the one that was waiting for Lincoln Riley, and then he ended up departing for LSU or for USC.
He didn't tell people.
Didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Chris is awesome. He's a good dude, but it was funny because especially during college football season, you can hear him like Monday to Friday, and then I turned on college football, and he was talking to Chris Kleiman on Sirius XM. I was like, dang, this dude is everywhere.
Everywhere.
So anyway, what I'm getting at is, so I was on their show down in Norman back in 2022, and it was a great interview. We probably had like a 20-25 minute conversation, and I get off the air, or I hang up, and I'm like, oh, I want to hear what they're saying in the next segment. Turn on their segment, and they're like, yeah, Nick, he was long-winded with those answers. He was and they were like, there was a lot of good information there, but he was long-winded. And I was like, dang, that's embarrassing. Because now all of Norman, Oklahoma knows that I am long-winded. But anyway.
Anytime anybody in Norman hears Nick saying it, they go, yeah, the guy that's long-winded with
so
that.
long-winded.
But they did ask me back, so we the next year before. So it was funny. But that's always how I feel. Like, I was like, man, I hope Jon's not listening. You just called him. Yeah, I thought he was going to be old and crusty. He wasn't, though.
That's why he's saying he wasn't.
He wasn't.
He was not.
Nice job, Jon.
Jon was awesome. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna get a text from Jon. Be like, I'm not coming up to Lincoln now.
Great job, Jon.
Yeah.
If I see you in the press box, I'll punch you in the face.
He's gonna be like, thank goodness I wasn't long-winded. No, Jon was good. We appreciate Jon. It was just funny because it was probably best that I didn't tune into the Knoxville one either, because that was like my first one that I had ever done. So I was a little nervous. Plus, you're in SEC country, and you can't always understand them because they talk like SEC football fans. A little different.
Careful now.
Anyway,
careful now.
They're old and crusty.
Yeah, a little bit different. Anyway,
did you hear Matt? Speaking of SEC fans, you hear Matt Rhules today about
Paul Feinbaum?
Yes, that was so good. That was so good.
Paul Feinbaum's like, yeah, he said something about me months ago, but I have a signed book by him, and he said I was a good coach, so I don't know what changed.
That's great.
I wish. It's too bad we don't have that quote yet. We're working on it. We're efforting that quote. But anyway, 402-464-5685. Yeah, once again, if you missed any of the conversation with the voice of UTEP football, Jon Teicher, check that out on the podcast page here in a few short minutes in a little while. Austin, hello, officially.
Hi. Hey, guys.
How is the day?
It was great. Thank you for giving me a break so I could listen to your conversation with the young and uncrusty Jon Teicher while I finished up my breakfast burger from Link Bar and Grill. It was
I had the breakfast.
fantastic.
I had the breakfast burger too.
Yes.
Same.
Really, we
cleaned them out. Let's go. Clean sweep.
There were 3 breakfast burgers, and they were all devoured by the people in this room.
It was potentially one of the best burgers I've ever had.
Oh, it was so good.
The bun was like
it was toasted.
It was toasted. I almost wanted to say crusty, but like it was toasted, but it wasn't like over toasted. I'm a big over toasted, can't be over toasted guy.
It had some like little crunch on the edges, but not like over, but like normal middle. Oh, it was
like
the bun was great, egg was perfect, bacon was salty, burger was there, cheese was there, and the fries.
Yeah.
I'm an advocate.
Fries.
Oh, I had the regular fries.
I had.
I'm out on sweet potatoes.
I had regular ones.
Hold on. So this might be a question for Link Grill, and they might have personalized it.
They did not.
Well, no, because on it said it had like NS on mine, and then here's the thing:
no salt.
Yeah.
No, I'm not making it up. No, I don't know. Maybe it was no salt. But the first time that we ordered from there, I got sweet potato fries with no salt, and that's exactly what I got this time.
But they wouldn't, because there was
you and Bella were going through it yesterday.
There was a cowboy burger with sweet potato fries.
Yeah, they brought 3 Cowboys, 3 breakfasts, and then 6 cheeseburgers.
Oh yeah,
and the Jake Sorensen, which
whatever.
Yeah, Jake. Here's the deal.
Bougie.
This is what you need to know about Jake.
Bougie.
The guy is very selective.
He's a picky eater.
Yeah, selective. And he
has terrible food takes.
Bad food takes. He specifically ordered a burger with no cheese.
And then lettuce and onion.
Yeah,
on the side. Not even on the burger, but on the side.
What is his problem?
He wanted the burger.
So no one could touch that one, but the rest were fair game.
Yeah. Well, because it was me and Bella. We were the ones that made the decision on the orders, and I was like, I want the egg.
Mm-hmm.
I want the one with the egg. And then I was like, oh, the one with barbecue and onion strings or onion rings or whatever it was sounds good too, and bacon. And then I was like, just get, the cheesy burgers, the cheeseburgers.
Jake Sorensen is the guy that does not buy a cow from a butcher because he trusts the grocery store more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I have said it before on these airwaves, and I'll keep saying it. I am a sucker for a fried egg on a burger.
Yeah. Somebody asked, where's the bar that you're talking about located at? 84th and Nebraska Parkway nowadays?
Yeah, like by the Sam's-ish.
Yeah, by the Sam's.
84th and Highway 2, that general area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Highway 2 anymore.
It's always Highway 2 to me.
I would agree as well. Yeah,
it's always the CenturyLink Center to me.
Here's the thing. It's the old backyard. Hold on.
Quest Center.
Important here. It's the old backyard burger.
Ah, there it is.
That's where it's at.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah. So see, Travis, this is what I was getting at. Maybe the NS was your first and last name. That's exactly what I was getting at.
I don't think it was.
You're saying none of the others were customized, so maybe you're closer to Jake Sorensen territory than the rest of us. I don't know.
Listen.
Maybe it's a salesman thing.
Anyway, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Somebody does ask, how's that diet coming, Nick? Here's the thing. I kind of had a roller coaster of a week last week, so I took a week off. But I'm back on the grind. Yeah, the boys here know.
Yeah.
But I'm back on the grind. So we are it's not a diet. I don't view it as a diet. I haven't eaten fast food in 2.5-3 weeks. I guess if you wanted to,
and you tried to tempt the rest of us last night.
I did. I was
upset actually. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on. I need this camera on me. I'm gonna be honest with you, Nick. You got my hopes up last night. Like I was so excited to go to Taco Bell. And you just broke my heart. You were like, no, I can't do it. I can't. I'm in a lifestyle choice. I can't eat fast food. And I really wanted to text Austin separate and be like, bro, like, let's go.
Let's go.
Like I'm like you said it, and now I want a steak quesadilla and a Baja Blast, even though I'm not drinking pop. Like I might make that sacrifice. It sounded so good.
I just needed an outlet to express the want of fast food, and you guys were my outlet.
Mm-hmm. That's what friends are for.
I was not going to actually get it, but I just needed to tell somebody that I wanted Taco Bell.
Nick, I'm gonna be honest with you. Never do that again.
I was driving home from Omaha.
Never do that again.
From baseball. And I stirred it up. I stirred it up real good last night. Gonna stir it up again tonight. Anyway, Byron Buxton, hopefully in town.
Again, kneecap.
Yeah, Byron Buxton, hopefully in town. Anyway, so they were I was driving home and I was like, we have a group chat with me, Rico, Austin, Jay.
Yes.
And I texted in that group chat, I want Taco Bell. And these guys thought that I was actually serious about it.
Yeah.
But in all,
why would a friend not be serious
in
about
all
it?
reality, I just needed an outlet to express that I wanted Taco Bell. Didn't actually need
If
it.
Jay would have said that he was going,
I
would
would
you have
have said yes. That's
now
good.
I'm upset with Jay Foreman.
Yeah, I was saying, and Jay's going to be joining Austin on the block.
It's true.
The
Let's see.
rumors.
I'm trying to find it. Here. Okay, so this was at 9:49 p.m.
Yep.
Guys, I want Taco Bell. Okay. 9:50. I am driving back from storing up the storm. I'm on your side of town. Nick, 9:51. I am tired of not getting fast food.
I forgot about
Nick,
these.
you sound soft. If Jay said he'd join us, I would have.
That is true. That is
So
what I
all of
said.
that happened in the span of 3 minutes.
It was an emotional time. I changed my mind.
No lie, I'm sitting on the couch next to Rachel, and I just go, I think Nick wants us to go get Taco Bell. So I think she goes, okay. Like kids are asleep. Rachel's just sitting there. She goes, okay, go get it. And I was like, I bet.
The problem.
And then you said no.
The problem was that I sensed that it was a quick exchange.
It was within 3 minutes.
It was a quick
Changed
exchange.
your mind so quickly.
I said, guys, I want Taco Bell. And then Rico says, get it. Bring me a steak quesadilla. I have a beer for you. Austin says, 44th and O Street Taco Bell in 20 minutes.
Because I figured that was closest, like for the middle of where we all live.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Trying to coordinate.
We didn't know you were coming back.
He said we were sad about some news, and he goes, "We'll drown our sorrows in Baja Blast and chalupas."
Hell yeah.
And I said, "I'm on your guys' side of town."
So Rico says 27th.
Yes, and Rico says, "I'm serious." And Austin even offered the location. He said, "We'll send you our orders, and we can meet at my house." And I said, I am tired of not getting fast food.
And 3 different angels lost their wings. 9:52 p.m.
I apologize, boys. That's on me.
That's all right.
You know what that
now
was?
that we know,
right hand up. That's on me.
Now that we know why it happened, at least I am understanding.
Yeah,
we are here for you.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
understanding, and I'm upset.
So anyway,
Nick,
no, I mean,
Nick, don't do that again.
Don't
be a tease,
Eric. To answer your question about how's the diet coming, it's a lifestyle change. And it's gone well. It's gone well. Lifted at the Koppel Y. I'm hanging out there. If you're there at 6 a.m., you'll see me there at 6 a.m. If you don't, send in a text to the show and let me know that you didn't see me there and holds me accountable. But for the most part, you'll see me there because I haven't missed a day. And I'm starting to think about, and this is the motivation from AD. And I appreciate AD for this. He's brought in the idea that after I lift, Farrell's is on my way home.
Oh,
and just stopping at Farrell's and doing a kickboxing class. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna start doing that again.
Yeah, I don't know. You think?
I think I'm gonna start doing that again.
Hey, so time out. So I have to have this conversation with what Rico said, just because we do have extra time because Jay Foreman will be here momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff Essink, owner of Farrell's, co-owner with Nicole. Anyway, Rico was talking to Jeff, and I can't get this out without smiling. They were talking about, we have 2 locations now. Rico, it's convenient for you. And I'm sitting behind the board, and Rico's standing in the doorway with Jeff. And Rico goes, Jeff, with a serious face, Jeff, if you guys open a location in Fallbrook, I'll be your first and most loyal customer. And
I'll be there every day.
I looked at him like, no, you will not.
I'll be there.
I know you way too well.
What are you talking about?
Didn't Nicole tell you just to go to bed?
Yeah.
So that same conversation, just go to sleep.
I have done 2 separate 10-week challenges, and I've made it 6 weeks each time. First time I didn't finish because I got my hours changed at work.
Okay.
And then the second time I didn't finish because I had a kid.
Here's the litmus test.
I started
here's the litmus test.
Finals week, and that was not good.
Bold choice. Did you make it through more weeks of 10-week challenge or wings on hot ones?
We made it through hot ones.
I've done it.
We've done hot ones twice.
I've done it 3 times.
You made it through all 10?
Oh.
Yeah.
There's everything you need to know about Rico.
Okay. Yeah. Food motivated.
Mm-hmm.
I eat
Rico would not tease.
Taco Bell situation last night.
No. You put.
It's also funny that we can say this about the one college athlete in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
You put wings
So we
in
do
front of
admit
me, I'm
that.
gonna finish them.
Somebody did ask.
Despite the pain.
So here, this is the problem. Aiden asks, Nick, what is your Taco Bell order?
We're not okay.
This
What?
is the problem.
What was
What was my Taco Bell order? Okay, so
because you don't do that anymore.
This tells you
you're
enough.
committed.
I'll actually be able to tell you when the last time I made a Taco Bell order. I don't eat Taco Bell unless it's on the app.
Rewards, baby.
Because I have to get rewards. I mean, Jay Foreman will tell you that I'm a big rewards on the app guy.
Big rewards
guy.
guy.
Jay and I just went to Chipotle for lunch a couple of days ago. Honestly, I mean, if you go out to lunch downtown Lincoln, there's probably a chance that if you go to like Chipotle or Panda, like you'll probably run into Jay and I eventually.
Make sure you always get the broccoli beef and save just like half a serving for Jay.
Because we had to boycott that spot because Jay, there's no broccoli beef. So okay. Oh, I have rewards to Taco Bell.
Give them to me. You won't use them.
I have I have 3 free fire tier reward offers. Fire. Which I could get like a chalupa or a cheesy gordita crunch for free.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. All right. So profile. My orders. Okay. My last order that I made was July 28th. So almost a little over
you're a month clean. You're a month clean.
I'm a month off Taco Bell, and I feel great.
Wow, changed man.
All right, here you go. You guys ready for this?
I don't even remember the last time I had Taco Bell.
This is
which is actually very sad.
This is now.
My wife and I had it in Kansas City.
Why'd you have Taco Bell in Kansas?
There's a lot of other things they could do.
It was on our way. Wait, yeah, we were on our way back from the Kansas City Zoo, and it was closest.
So okay. This is me opening up vulnerability here. Okay,
it's a safe space.
This is a circle of trust.
I know that this is a safe space.
You're wrong there.
I would like to point out that this total for this meal was $7.34 because I had rewards that gave me free items.
Okay,
$7.34.
Okay,
I got a Chalupa Supreme.
Come on.
I got 2 3-cheese chicken flatbread melts.
Okay, sounds delicious.
And then I built my own cravings box. Okay. Crunchwrap Supreme, a beefy free or whatever is it,
Fritos,
5-layer burrito,
Mm-hmm.
cheesy Fiesta potatoes, and a Baja Blast. 0 sugar.
Oh, got
0 sugar.
Because I'm watching my figure.
Because it always made me feel better.
Make sure.
As it was.
And then
soda.
10 mild sauce packets.
Oh, yeah.
That was my Taco Bell order. That was my go-to. Like that was, because I was also one of those guys that like when I'm indecisive, I get it all. So I know I'm not gonna eat it all, but it's like
we have more for later.
I feel
Just
good.
in case.
Like a chalupa sounds good right now, but when I get home, a flatbread milk could sound good.
Yeah.
So that's what I have to do. Anyway,
vulnerability.
Yeah. So there you have it. Anyway, so there's the cheesy Fiesta potatoes, delicious. I could have about 12 of those right now.
We should go get some.
No, we should not. See, bad influence. This is the problem. This is the problem with Rico. Thank you, Austin, for your support.
One of the problems with Rico.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Sanderson. I appreciate. Sanderson says, seriously, Nick, good for you. It's straight poison, barely food.
Big Bird.
Joke's on you. I'm immune.
Yeah. Big Bird says about 2 hours post Taco Bell, and I feel fine.
I've never had all of the
Thunder Not Cons, you are built diff.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Anyway,
I do want an NIL deal from Taco Bell.
If
I had an NIL deal, I'd have had it yesterday.
I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, nobody lives in Fallbrook. I live in Yankee Hill, other side of town.
I do not live in Fallbrook.
Same.
Big Bird asked, "What was the pre-rewards total?" I can answer this really quickly. Well, I saved $9.69 in promotion, so
Nice.
$16,
Nice.
which still isn't bad for all that.
No.
Anyway, all right, Austin, what's coming up on the show today?
Steph Curry, $63 million extension.
For 1 year.
1 year. Tax it on. He
I
is now
know.
the third NBA player by the end of the contract who have earned over $500 million in salary earnings.
Wow.
So we'll go over that. Who wants each other more, the Big 12 or UConn? Haven't heard that story talked about. I think it's interesting. Then hour 2, we will get into which Husker football underclassmen are the ones that are important to keep engaged this year so they don't hit the portal.
Yeah.
And then we'll go over tonight's college football slate.
All right, all that and more coming up in just a few minutes with On the Block, Austin and Jay Foreman with you from 2 to 4 today. If you missed any of the show, it was a wild one. We talked about buying cows in the first, buying steers, whatever you want to call it.
Beef.
Because then we got told that steers was incorrect as well. So whatever it is, buying beef, buying half a beef. We also talked to the UTEP Miners voice, Jon Teicher. Check that out. Great conversation with
He's
John.
not crusty.
We will talk to you tomorrow on a Friday.
Adios.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent